Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got Pretty Ricky's baby Blue and I See You. Did Lil Wayne get married? Quando's next episode of You Feel Me? NLE with the insight on police and 50 on the cops. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. Hey yo, if this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you're feeling any part of the content, man. We definitely appreciate that. Hey yo, man, that notification bell's waiting for you to touch it, so go on and give it a touch. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hey yo, I want to give a shout out to Billy Boy 71, man. My man said he just came home from after being admitted to the hospital, man. He had that sickle cell ish, you know what I'm saying? But he said that, man, while we was holding him down, man, at least helping him crack a smile and giving him a little bit of laughter with the content, man. Yo, we definitely appreciate that. That's a big deal to us, man. If you're feeling bad, out of shape, or anything like that, out of sorts or whatever, man, and we helping you get through your a rough patch, man, then that's what we here for, man. Now first on deck, right? Look, by now you probably heard, right, that Pretty Ricky's baby Blue was shot in Miami in an attempted robbery gone wrong. The artist was shot and left in critical condition fighting for his life in Miami. The shooting took place back, if I'm reading this right, at the man's single release party for his new song titled Jerry Rice. You shot me at my release party, man. Damn, look, I'm trying to release my single, man, and you trying to rob me. I'm trying to make a living. Just go to work. I'm sure criminals are like, we did, right? Look, this is crazy. He lived all this time for you to attempt to kill him for what? His chain, man. That's why I do believe in the death penalty, man. Real talk for criminals like that. Look, I forgive you, but we'll meet again on the other side. You see what I'm saying? And we'll laugh about it then. Sadly, they'll take that death penalty and use it on people that they can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they deserve it. But I digress. Baby Blue, whoa, has sent out a message while recovering stating, quote, "Thank you everyone for your thoughts and prayers. I'm still in ICU, but I'm on the road to recovery. Thank goodness. The bullet traveled through my lounges." Is that a thing? Let me look it up. Hold up. He means lungs. He's typing with one hand, man. What do you want? See what I'm saying? The bullet traveled through my lungs and is stuck in my back. That's like he could have died, bro. I have to learn to breathe and walk again. Look, you, the listener, please don't take these things for granted, y'all. All right? You gonna get up and you gonna walk after you'll finish listening to this video, presumably to the fridge, but you're gonna do it. Take a deep breath and thank the Most High that you could. Now, Baby Blue continued and said, "I have a great medical team here at the hospital. God got me. Love, Blue." Yo, pray for your boy, man, especially for him to have a speedy recovery, and thank the Most High for not allowing things to be any worse. And yo, let me ask you a question, man. Would you marry Lil Wayne? I know a bunch of y'all like, bruh, really? The question was for the ladies, fam, okay? I'm surprised I had to say that. If you've been following Lil Wayne's relationship timeline, you would have known that he was in a deep relationship with Denise Bideau. But then, he started riding the Trump train really hard. Oh, by the way, someone in the comments by the name of Tony Tone came through in the comment section and asked, "Why don't you like Trump?" I'm like, yo, man, exactly how much time you got? I mean, your boy backed the Blue every time a cop killed a black person, right? You know, he didn't want to renounce groups with racist ideologies, okay? Maybe him calling the Tiki Torch protesters very fine people had something to do with it. He dropped a bag to police precincts after they shoot an unarmed black man in the back. Okay, he fronted like coronavirus wasn't that serious, okay? And then when he caught it, he acted like, oh, you know, it wasn't a big deal, even though people were dying in the hospital, including my mother, my father, my grandmother, and my grandfather, who was fighting for their lives on hospital beds. The dude mocked disabled people, okay? Do you need more? He tried to say Obama wasn't fit to be a president, said Haiti was a shithole country. That's what he said. That ain't my words, man, okay? And then he said people from Norway were more desirable, cheated on every wife he's known to have bragged about sexually assaulting women, incited an insurrection on our nation's capital, abandoned his own supporters that stormed the Capitol in his name, didn't show up for the next president's inauguration, then he stormed off with the nuclear codes. Okay? And that's just me coming up with like the stuff. I just wrote that out off the top of my dome. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even have to really go very far. I didn't have to Google that. You see what I'm saying? But I digress. Right? Shout out to Tony Tone, though, for even asking the question. But who was we talking about? Oh, yeah, Lil Wayne. When he hopped on the Trump train, Denise Bidot jumped off. Like, I think this is my stop. Apparently, right? Where am I? I lost my place. Okay? That wasn't enough to keep her away. Look, Lil Wayne needed a pardon, sis. I mean, that's just what he was looking for. Most people would do anything for a pardon. Think about what you're willing to do for someone to pay your electric bill. Apparently, folks are giving up buns for someone to pay their Sprint bill. You see what I'm saying? Or T-Mobile, whatever it's called. Lil Wayne posted, quote, "Happiest man alive. Oh, today is the beginning of our forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever? The Carters," close quote. Now, Page Six tried to contact Wayne's reps, and they responded saying, "Marriage? What marriage?" So, we don't know what the hell is going on over there, okay? All we know is that they're all hugged up on each other, doing nosy with each other. So, my assumption is, they can't be married. What's my next story here? Quando Rondo. Look, I want to say I like him, right? But I don't want to get shot. I like King Von too. Look, here's the thing. Quando Rondo sounds like he liked King Von, and he ain't really even want no smoke. Someone protected Quando Rondo, and everyone is acting like he pulled the trigger. He didn't even pull the trigger. Look, he didn't scream, "Yo, I feel you, pop him, cuz." He didn't say that, right? Look. He released another clip of his interview with Angela Yee, which I think is smart, right? He's not allowing anyone else to spin his story. And speaking of stories, King Von had a couple of songs called Crazy Story, and Quando was tired of talking about the topic, so he called his song End of Story, right? Yo, take a listen to what your boy Quando Rondo had to say about that.
You feel me? Right. Me saying end of story, like this just the end of the story. I seen.
You feel me? Me saying end of story is just me saying this is the end of the story. You can't be more clear than that, man. Your boy said, "I had no intentions. To be honest with you, ma'am, I didn't even know bruh has 3 or 4 songs called Crazy Story. You feel me?" Close quote. So he clarified that his end of story song was not a play on Von's Crazy Story. Tune in next time to You Feel Me? With our host, Quando Rondo. The enlightened one, Siddhartha Choppa, has provided his insight on what happened concerning the police. And what he said was kind of deep in my opinion. My man said, quote, "At this point, these police officers doing premeditated murders," close quote. Interesting, right? If an officer has a history of anger or hostility towards a people, right? With complaints even, you see what I'm saying, under his belt. He even says, "Yo, I'm gonna do it today or as soon as I get the chance." Is it premeditated? Choppa continued and said, quote, "These ain't coincidences. This is getting planned before it even happens, just to keep us vibrating low and want to." See, this is where he loses me. I was with you, fam, right? But when you started talking the vibration talk, look, let me keep it going. These ain't coincidences. This is getting planned before it even happens, just to keep us vibrating low and wanting justice that we're not getting. Only a matter of time before these marches turn into war, with the 100 emoji. Close quote. Yo, that actually sounds like it can go down exactly the way the man said it would. And finally, I think it was yesterday's video, right? Because it all bleeds together at this point. Yesterday's video, we asked y'all a question about Makiah Bryant shooting, about the Makiah Bryant shooting, right? That took place minutes before the George Floyd verdict came out. I call it George Floyd verdict because I don't even want to say the name of the ishbag that knelt on him. Makiah Bryant had some folks show up to her crib with weapons, right? I want to say knives, right? She called is what I understand. Some people are saying her mother called. I don't know. She called the cops. she got herself a weapon. She fought with the girls, knocking one to the ground. When the cop shows up, he knows he was called to the scene. When he gets there, it's super chaotic. I mean, he don't know which one of these girls called him. He just shows up and one girl knocks another to the ground. That same person turns around, knife in hand, and rushes the other girl in pink. He didn't stop her and say, "Ma'am, how old are you exactly?" Look at the body cam. Look, you gotta look at the body cam, man. Don't just jump on any bandwagon. Watch the body cam, okay? I used to try to not watch it because it used to bother me on the inside. But I'm like, nah, man, I need to see these joints with my own eyes so I can make the determination. You see what I'm saying? He got there. She rushes the girl with pink on, and as her hand with the knife is going to sink itself into the girl in pink, he fires off 4 shots. Look, if that didn't happen, right, the girl in pink would have been a crumpled up body on the floor. Look at the video, man. Don't at me, right? Yo, he could have fired his taser. Look, yes, my understanding is that 1, 2, or 3 shots are in the taser, man. And that, and the shot could be inaccurate. Police officers tell me they must match deadly force with deadly force. He had no time to stop her any other way. Look, I have younger women in my family. Please don't misunderstand me, right? Do I want the younger women in my family to protect themselves even with weapons sometimes? Yes. If the young lady that was about to be stabbed was my family member, better yet, what would you have wanted the cop to do if it was your daughter and the knife wielder was a 16-year-old mid-swing? Now, what if, and this is where it gets tricky, what if the cop that saved your daughter's life from the knife wielder who called the cops on your daughter, who was the antagonizer, and when your daughter was about to get stabbed, the cop kills the other girl? Do you thank that cop for saving your daughter? What if the cop that did that had a mask on that said Blue Lives Matter when he did it, right? After saving your daughter and killing another black teenager, how do you feel then? Because it's stated, right, that's what happened, okay? Some people are saying the cops shouted out Blue Lives Matter, but I don't understand that to be the situation. I think what it is when the cop showed up with the mask on, somebody in the background said Blue Lives Matter, and they started going off about that. Now, you're probably saying, I thought this has something to do with 50 Cent. Yeah, we get into that, man. This is about culture over here, okay? Look, 50 Cent posted, quote, "Here we go again. Damn. Please don't help me, please." Right? Close quote. This is confusing, man. Maybe we should start with black police officers policing black neighborhoods, man. Or are we so disgusted that we don't even want to be bothered? And yo, let us know what you think, man. This is a thinking person's channel over here, man. I mean, this might not be everybody's cup of tea. Yeah, we get it. You see what I'm saying? If you don't mind being mentally engaged, we got you. All that other stuff, you got options. You follow what I'm saying? And yo, let us know what you think, man. Considering the way that story played out, I'd love to know more details about what y'all think about that. If the knife wielder was a 13-year-old coming at your child, and the cop stopped the 13-year-old knife wielder coming at your child, would you applaud the cop that saved your child's life from another 13-year-old that was about to stab them to death? Please let me know what you think about that. I mean, I'm trying to be as fair as possible over here, man. I ain't trying to jump on any bandwagons. You follow what I'm saying? Everybody might not like what I'm saying. Deuces, man. Y'all know where y'all can go with that. You follow me? Saying, I don't even want to say about the Trump thing. Let me keep it. Yo, man, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.